Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Welcome to the 2021 Chillicothe High School Commencement Exercises. It is an honor and privilege to welcome all parents, grandparents, family members, and friends to the 2021 Chillicothe High School Commencement Exercises. This ceremony signifies that these students have met the requirements established by the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education and are now ready to move into the next phase of their lives. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of Chillicothe High School and the Board of Education of the Chillicothe R2 School District, we extend our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes for a successful future to each and every one of you. It has been a long-standing tradition that Chillicothe High School selects two of its own seniors to deliver commencement addresses. Today, our first speaker will be Chloe Funk, daughter of Brenda and Larry Funk. She will be followed by Emma Rule, daughter of Lisa and Scott Rule.
Good evening. I'm Chloe Funk, Senior Class President and one of tonight's commencement speakers. I would like to start by thanking each and every one of you for attending tonight's commencement ceremony as we celebrate the class of 2021. I feel it is fitting to thank you for the extraordinary mark you have left on your graduate. Many of you here tonight have guided and encouraged us over these last 12 years. I'm grateful for the opportunity to hold a commencement ceremony tonight despite the struggles we've endured our senior year. Now, I am not here to talk about COVID-19 because I think we have heard enough. The events we missed out on this year will not matter in the next 5. However, the diplomas we will be receiving that we have all worked hard for will. When I sat down to write this speech for tonight, I felt emotions that had not quite set in yet. At that point, we were still counting the days left until this moment. I wondered if I would reminisce about the memories we made together, whether I would list some of the most rewarding accomplishments we have earned, or even what my message would be to all of you, as well as to myself. I wanted something different, not the traditional, your journey ends here, but your life is just beginning. Although by now I'm certain many of you are starting to zone off, I encourage you to listen for just a few minutes longer. While I have little confidence that these words will change your life, I hope that in the very least they leave you with memories and a sense of relief as we part our ways this evening. A quote by Ed Helms says, "Because it challenges you, it sharpens you, it makes you stronger. And when you run away from fear, you run away from the opportunity to be your best possible self." We must now step out of our comfort zones and take on the new chapter of life that we have inevitably reached. The class of 2021 is undoubtedly one of the most successful classes in Chillicothe High School's history, yet our 4 years at CHS were anything but a walk in the park. We were faced with many obstacles we had to overcome. We ended our junior year in quarantine and literally started and ended our senior year in the midst of a global pandemic. We were challenged with homeschool and spending those days with our parents. Things did not always go as we planned, and while every student has had his or her fair share of disappointments and upsets, we have each done our best to overcome and adapt as realists. We went from worrying about passing our driver's permits test, who we would sit next to during class, and if the color of our braces matched our homecoming dresses and bow ties, to now deciding where we will be attending college, if we would go straight into the workforce or choose to serve our country. No matter what you've decided your path for the future is, or if you are still unsure, it takes all kinds of people to keep the world turning. Graduates, you are all destined for greatness as long as you believe in yourselves as much as our teachers and parents have. The class of 2021 graduates might not be decorated in ropes and medals, but we sure have decorated CHS. We accumulated over $1.3 million in new and renewable scholarships, awards, and grants. We have each been exemplary in many ways, although modest about what we've achieved. I do encourage you to display and celebrate your accomplishments more often. Not only did this class excel academically, but this year, the seniors brought home a district championship, numerous awards in FCCLA, FFA, academic team, and many more. Though I wish to stray away from reminding everyone, this is the last time the class of 2021 will be seated together. We have left our mark on CHS, the Jerry Litton Memorial Stadium, the Gary Dickinson Performing Arts Center, and the Jerry Litton Agri-Science Center. Many of us found ourselves in these places. We became conference and district champion athletes. We attended and sometimes placed in state conferences. Our class has 2 state medalists, 4 state qualifiers, 15 all-district, and 20 all-conference athletes. We made sure to support our classmates at send-offs and never failed to show our Hornet pride. Some of us performed in the marching band and showcased that spirit when student sections were restricted. We became leaders who earned officer positions in our various clubs. We were varsity captains in our sports teams. We embodied characters in Mrs. Rule's productions in the drama department. We've worked our tails off, filling out scholarships, all while trying to enjoy our last and have been rewarded for our successes. We studied. 8 of us became Bright Flight recipients, and 7 of us became valedictorians. I know that the education we received was not only taught in the classrooms of CHS. However, we are not done yet. It seems like just yesterday we were freshmen going to our first high school football game, finding dates for our first dances, and determined to win the Spirit Stick after being shown a not so welcoming welcome from the seniors at our first pep rally. It felt like it would be forever until we were seniors, but 4 short years later it has come and now it's gone, although we never did win that Spirit Stick. I struggled to settle with just one message to all of you, but what do I know? I wanted to tell you not to be nervous and that everything will be okay, but how could I possibly illuminate the future that stands in front of you? What I do know is the paper we will be receiving in just a few minutes will say that we have accomplished the most important step in our education. Our days at Chillicothe High School are over, and tonight is bittersweet. We will go our separate ways this evening, and for the rest of the summer, spend our days with the lifelong friends we have always known. However, this fall, we will once again go our separate ways, traveling hours apart and making new friends that we will share more great experiences with. I have hope that we will all set off to do something greater. As we all part ways, we are equipped with knowledge of life, sure to be filled with challenges and success. I ask that you follow your dreams and do what makes you happy. While all of these exciting changes may seem scary, don't run away from fear. Use the knowledge and experience we have been equipped with to run towards and embrace this new chapter. Thank you, graduates, faculty, and CHS for your memories and guidance.
Today, we wear the same version of a red cap and a red gown. But this is the moment where we shed that one exterior layer that represents all that we have endured, because after tonight, we are our own people who must pursue our own paths and our own individual identities. No one can tell us where to go from here and what road to take. We have to figure that out for ourselves. As William Shakespeare once wrote in Julius Caesar, it is not in the stars to hold our destinies, but in ourselves. Wise words from a play I'm sure he did not intend for a graduation ceremony, but that is where I believe it to be the most appropriate. We're at possibly the most significant crossroads in our lives, and it is at this moment that we must decide who we are going to be. It is one of the hardest decisions to make and one of the hardest questions we can ask ourselves. Who are we going to become? What is our destiny? I'm not saying we have to figure it all out right now because that seems like an impossible request, but sometime in the future our destinies will come to us, and as Steve Jobs put it, as with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. Some may have already found it in the field trip we all took to the Ag Center in 8th grade. Others may have found it in their psychology class or health thought class, leadership, collision and repair, or even a club that they were pressured into joining. Many, however, have no idea where their destinies lie. Maybe they'll meet us a year down the road, maybe 10 or even 20. No one is to say. The only thing that we can do is pursue our dreams and our passions until we meet destiny down the road and waves a polite hello. That is the moment we must all strive towards. the moment when we shake hands with destiny and continue down our paths with new enthusiasm. In order to get to that fateful meeting, however, we must persevere through many challenges. They come in all shapes and sizes. A headache when you have a math test next hour. Trying to get certain students down from their crowd surfing stunts. Trying to understand the material on online school, even when it was difficult in person, and mustering up the motivation to continue working even last spring. There will always be challenges to face and overcome and bumpy roads to travel, but we have to travel them nonetheless. The challenges may come more and more to greet you along your road, but you must stare straight ahead to where destiny is waiting for you to join them. In the form of a job interview, a promotion, a new or old friend, a degree, a light bulb moment. Whatever destiny looks like for you, chase it. In this monotonous sea of red, I see the destinies we will all encounter and walk with. I see the jobs of teachers, scientists, welders, engineers, entrepreneurs, ag managers, doctors, but we will all be innovators, visionaries, and creators. But first we must reach out to grab onto those futures, those destinies, because our purposes are what make us special. They are what make us who we are. So as we get ready to leave here for perhaps the last time today, I ask you, will you have the courage to pursue who you truly are? If you do, then let's all take this first step together, grab destiny's hand, this first step to change the world. Thank you.
On behalf of the class of 2021, I present the students, teachers, and staff of Chillicothe High School our contribution towards the gymnasium tarp flooring system that is used for commencement exercises. The funding for this project has been made possible through the dedication of our class and the classes of 2018, 2019, and 2020.
It gives me great pleasure to accept this gift on behalf of the faculty, staff, administration, and students of Chillicothe High School. The new tarp system for the Chillicothe High School gym has been a wonderful addition to our campus and will help our community remember the many contributions of the CHS class of 2021. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce the superintendent of the Chillicothe R2 School District, Mr. Dan Wiebers.
Good evening. Graduating class of 2021, it is an honor and privilege this evening to recognize you and present you to the Board of Education. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the Chillicothe R2 Board of Education seated here on the platform. President Lindy Chapman, Vice President Clint Williams, Treasurer Bill Hand, members Lauren Horseman, Mitch Holder, Bryce Walker, and Kathy Gilliland. To each of you, I thank you for your commitment, goals, and direction for our district, this graduating class, and future classes to come. Also on the platform with us here today are Assistant Superintendent Dr. Zach McMains, High School Principal Dan Nagel, Assistant Vocational Director Adam Wolf, and Counselor Buffy Tipton. I'd also like to recognize the co-senior sponsors, Mrs. Buffy Tipton and Mrs. Fallon Forbes, who spent much time with these graduates. And also, as recognized by the class of 2021 and the administration, a special thank you to Mrs. Cindy Baker, our college and career-ready counselor, for her support and encouragement to this class. To each of you, I thank you for your service and commitment to these graduates. The class of 2021 consists of much talent. We have witnessed their excellent performance both in and out of the classroom, from the leadership and technical skills they possess to their academic performance, their athletic success, and their involvement in student organizations. This class has provided numerous positive examples for others to follow. You, the class of 2021, are much appreciated and will be greatly missed. I personally want to thank the parents of these graduates for sharing your daughters and sons with us. On behalf of the Board of Education, staff, and administration, we extend our congratulations and best wishes to each of you graduates. You're an outstanding class. This likely is the last time the class of 2021 will be all together at one time. So graduates, as you and your classmates prepare to go in different directions, I believe it's important that we recognize and share your accomplishments before you leave. Of these 114 graduates, 33 students will attend a 4-year college or university. 45 students will attend a 2-year college. 19 students will attend a vocational or trade school. 1 student will enter the military. 9 students will enter the workforce. And 7 students are undecided at this time what their future holds. 80 members of the graduating class have qualified for A+ school scholarships. These students must have maintained a 2.5 GPA, have a 95% attendance rate since the 9th grade, consistently be a good school and community citizen, and perform 50 hours of tutoring prior to graduation. With those completing the A+ program, please stand and be recognized. In addition to receiving their diploma today, 21 students will receive their college prep certificates, and 55 students will receive technical preparatory certificates. The following students have maintained a B+ average over 4 years. Please stand when I call your name. Carter Allen, Aiden Anderson, Lydia Anderson, Christy Ashbrook, Mason Baxter, Emma Burke, Tucker Birch, Lucas Campbell, Landon Kesselman, Miles Cobb, Kaylee Collis, Braden Constant, Haley Copeland, Caleb Corbin, Elijah Cross, Ashton Crouch, Allison Daniel, Skylar Dennis, Dimitri Dickerson, Hannah Dominic, Jillian Eakins, London Eds, Molly Ellis, Emery Evans, Chloe Funk, Ethan Gabrielson, Lucy Gaston, Ava Gibson, Colton Greer, Allison Haley, Kirsten Haney, Seth Hansen, Gabrielle Hapes, Ashlyn Hatfield, Brianna Hines, Danielle Hull, Brooke Horton, Allison Ishmael, Hallie Jones, Connor Keithley, Brandon Kaiser, Ella Lamer, Spencer Mazdem, Cheyenne Mace, Cesar Mares, Delaney May, Cameron McCoy, Cameron McCullough, Carly McMahon, Warren Meservey, Kaylee Munson, Colby Newman, Samuel Pauley, Emily Pfeiffer, Sheldon Ritter, Trace Reardon, Dalton Ripley, Ariana Rodriguez, Kylie Roseman, Emma Rule, Andrea Shady, Spencer Shira, Hayden Simmer, Megan Sisson, Maya Snyder, Chandler Stedman, Julia Stimpson, Emma Swank, Graceland Swank, Trey Tipton, Nathan Toole, Keegan Valbrick, Tucker Wagers, Alexi Walker, Mayanna Weed, and Taylor Williams. Congratulations to all of you. To receive a Bright Flight Scholarship, a student must score a 31 or above on the ACT. 8 seniors have achieved this distinction. Bright Flight students are Carter Allen, Dimitri Dickerson, Ethan Gabrielson, Seth Hansen, Ella Lamer, Samuel Pauley, Emma Rule, and Alexi Walker. Congratulations. "53 members of the graduating class of 2021 have earned a total of 746 college credit hours. Will all the students who have completed college credit hours please stand? Collectively, the class of 2021 has earned $668,280 in local college and vocational technical school scholarships, with a renewal potential of $1,869,350, which is a true testament to their hard work and perseverance. Family members and guests, please join with me one more time in applauding the successes of these graduates. Chillicothe R2 graduating class of 2021, your future begins now. Today and every day forward, your independence grows stronger. Responsibilities given to you and choices that you will possess truly are yours to own. As I tell each graduating class, be sure to tell your parents and family members thank you for helping you during your high school years and for attending this very special night. And if you have the opportunity to see your teachers and sponsors, I hope you will thank them also for their help, support, and guidance they have given you over the past years, as I am certain their wisdom and knowledge has given many of you a direction for a future career. High School Principal Dan Nagel, Board President Lindy Chapman, and members of the Chillicothe R2 School Board, I am pleased to acknowledge that these 114 members of the Chillicothe High School class of 2021 have met all the requirements set forth by the state of Missouri and all of the requirements set forth by the Chillicothe R2 School District. I present this graduating class to you for the awarding of their diplomas.
Before I present the graduates of the class of 2021, I would like to take a moment and recognize and thank a few people who have made today possible. I would like to thank Mr. Adam Mast in the back for recording our ceremonies and live streaming them so all family members can view this ceremony. I would like to thank the CHS custodial staff of Johnny McLean, Yvette Meyer, and Kyle Jones, and the Chillicothe R2 maintenance staff of Dennis Sturgis, Mike Jones, and Donnie Merrill for preparing the facility and portable stage. We had stages prepared in both facilities depending on the weather. Our office staff of Mary Lou Wilhoit, Lisa Wilson, and Andrea Graves. Our counselors, Ellen Chukoyak, Buffy Tipton, and Cindy Baker. Our senior sponsors, Fallon Forbes and Buffy Tipton. Assistant Principal, Mr. Tim Marsh, and all of our faculty volunteers for all of their efforts in ensuring today's ceremony will be a memorable one for our graduates and their families. Let's thank them at this time. Most importantly, I would like to recognize and thank the parents and guardians of the CHS class of 2021. I would ask the parents of our graduates to please rise so our seniors sitting before us can give you a round of applause for supporting them throughout their school careers. Thank you for providing our graduates guidance, support, and encouragement as they have worked to reach this special day. As the graduates' names are called, they will cross the platform and receive their diplomas from current Chillicothe R2 Board of Education President, Mrs. Lindy Chapman. I would ask you to hold your applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. Please refrain from creating excessive noise that will be disruptive to our ceremony. I would also ask the audience to please remain in their seats until all graduates have left the platform and have exited the gym. Those students receiving the college preparatory certificate will be identified and will receive their certificates from Mrs. Buffy Tipton, junior and senior guidance counselor. To be eligible for this certificate, a student must carry a B average in all core courses taken, complete 24 units of credit with 4 units in communication arts, 4 in math, 3 in social studies, and 3 in science, plus 3 additional units in core areas. They must also have a 95% cumulative attendance and score at least a 21 on the ACT. We will also recognize a second group of students who have qualified for the Technical Prep Certificate. The Grand River Technical School offers training for certification in 14 career fields that are recognized nationally and worldwide. Students have the opportunity to earn certificates of completion in one of these programs if they meet the basic requirements, including mastery of competencies in their specific technical program, completion of nationally normed technical skill assessment, 90% attendance, and a C average. Students completing a 2-year program have the potential to earn up to 30 hours of articulated college credit. Will the graduates now approach the platform? Tucker Chance Wagers, Tech Prep Certificate. Delaney Elizabeth May, Tech Prep Certificate, College Prep Certificate. Gracelyn May Swank, Tech Prep Certificate. Emma Mackenzie Rule, College Prep Certificate. Megan Elizabeth Sisson. Maya Kate Snyder. Alexi Elizabeth Walker, College Prep Certificate. Alexi is also one of the class valedictorians. Chloe Ann Funk, Tech Prep Certificate, College Prep Certificate. Emery Diane Evans, College Prep Certificate. Emery is also one of the class valedictorians. Hannah Grace Dominic. London Cole Eds, College Prep Certificate. Hallie Ray Jones, Tech Prep Certificate. Ella Rose Lamer, College Prep Certificate. Ella is also one of the class valedictorians. Trey William Tipton, College Prep Certificate. Andrea LeVay Shady. Dimitri Jack Hurst Dickerson, College Prep Certificate. Allison Grace Haley, College Prep Certificate. Cesar Amar Marez. Emily Lee Ann Pfeiffer, Tech Prep Certificate. Carter Isaiah Allen, College Prep Certificate. Carter is also one of the class valedictorians. Brooke Lynn Horton, Tech Prep Certificate. Tucker Remington Birch, Tech Prep Certificate. Summer Abigail Drake. Michael Caden Thomas, Tech Prep Certificate. Lucy Ray Gaston. Aiden James St. Clair. Cameron Taylor McCoy. Sheldon Lee Rader, Tech Prep Certificate. Colby Darren Newman, Tech Prep Certificate. Kaylee Lynn Munson. Cameron Clay McCullough. Aiden Renee Anderson. Joshua Eugene Watterson. Lydia Nicole Anderson, Tech Prep Certificate. Landon Hall Swift. Gabrielle Elise Hapes, Tech Prep Certificate. Elijah Nathaniel Cross. Emma Grace Burke, Tech Prep Certificate. Chandler Bishop Stedham, Tech Prep Certificate. Kirsten Alexandria Haney. Brandon Gage Gentile. Christy Renee Ashbrook. Taylor Joe Williams, Tech Prep and College Prep Certificates. Lucas Wayne Campbell, Tech Prep Certificate. Allison Grace Ishmael, Tech Prep and College Prep Certificates. Landon Creek Castleman. Emma Jo Swank. Gage Stephen Hughes. Kaylee Renee Collis, Tech Prep Certificate. Trace James Edward Raridan, Tech Prep Certificate. Kylie Lorraine Smith, Tech Prep Certificate. Cameron Ladine Reinhardt. Felicity Dawn Manley, Tech Prep Certificate. Andrew Ryan Cassidy. Madison Gail Hayes, Tech Prep Certificate. Warren Dwayne Meservey, Tech Prep and College Prep Certificates. Braden Cole Constant, Tech Prep, College Prep Certificates. Miranda Lynn Simmons. Nathan James Toole. Kylie Marie Roseman. Colton Aaron Tyler Greer, Tech Prep Certificate. Jillian Marie Akins. Mason Andrew Baxter, Tech Prep, College Prep Certificates. Allison May Daniel, Tech Prep Certificate. Spencer Trey Masdam. Rebecca Marie Cox, Tech Prep Certificate. Tyler Lynn Jacobs. Cheyenne Eunice Mace, Tech Prep Certificate. Caden Scott Akers. Ashlyn Nicole Hatfield, Tech Prep Certificate. Ashton Nicole Crouch, Tech Prep Certificate. Zane Anthony Buck. Ariana Marie Rodriguez. Ethan Garrett Gabrielson, College Prep Certificate. Ethan is also one of the class valedictorians. Avery Lee Bloss. Hayden Drew Simmer, Tech Prep, College Prep Certificates. Ava Elizabeth Gibson, Tech Prep Certificate. Seth Robert Hansen, Tech Prep and College Prep Certificates. Seth is also one of the class valedictorians. Skylar Morgan Dennis. Daniel James Hole. Carly May McMahon, Tech Prep Certificate. Julian Brian Fleming. Elizabeth Weed. Connor Neal Keithley, Tech Prep Certificate. Samuel Taylor Pauley, College Prep Certificate. Samuel is also one of the class valedictorians. Jaden Jolene Murphy, Tech Prep Certificate. Cade Laverne Simmer, Tech Prep Certificate. Aaliyah Marissa Saucedo, Tech Prep Certificate. Eric Joseph Staller, Tech Prep Certificate. Julia Lucille Stimson, Tech Prep Certificate. Tyler Max Booth Kleinschmidt. Brianna Madison Sky Hines, College Prep Certificate. Miles Andrew Cobb. Haley Marie Copeland. Donald Eswald McCracken IV. John Keegan Balbrock, Tech Prep Certificate. Kevin Eugene Klein II. Molly Caroline Ellis, Tech Prep Certificate. Spencer Cade Riddle. Trey Michael Hayes. Caleb William Corbin, Tech Prep Certificate. Caden Christopher Simpson. Hunter James Sackery, Tech Prep Certificate. Rudy Lee Utsi, Tech Prep Certificate. Brandon Michael Kaiser, Tech Prep Certificate. Wesley Robert Hurchin. Dylan Lee Perry. Colby James Gillespie, Tech Prep Certificate. Keenan Robert Brake, Tech Prep Certificate. Spencer Jeffrey Shira. Zion William Bowe. Evan James Laux, Tech Prep Certificate. Remington Ray Gillespie, Tech Prep Certificate. Dalton Scott Ripley, Tech Prep Certificate. Will the graduates please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present the Chillicothe High School graduated class of 2021. Would the audience please remain in their seats until all graduates and platform guests have exited the gym? Thank you for joining us today.